Why, after having fallen in love or really enjoying the company of someone, we suddenly start to get annoyed by certain things. Certain things start to bother us, and yeah, it can be frustrating. How to deal with this? What to do? Well, in this video I will dive into this, give you some very clear and practical examples, and as always, if that's not enough, feel free to contact me. So for now, let's dive into this. Like, subscribe, and share. Hi, welcome to a video of mine. My name is Lotfi, and today I would like to talk to you about why it can be sometimes difficult to be in a love relationship, and sometimes also in a friendship, or any kind of relationship for that matter. So we often attract people in ways that we do not realize. What do I mean by that? In many cases, we fall in love, we like the person very much, then at a certain moment we start to see things that are bothering us, that make us uncomfortable. And what to do? What to do about it? Some of us just break up straight away. Others try to ignore it until they reach a boiling point. And some of us, like me, we just say it out loud because we are direct. It's not per se being introvert or extrovert, no, it's just saying what you feel. And if you do this in a let's say in an offensive way, meaning that we say, hey, what you're doing is really bad, and things like that, it's more like an attack, then yeah, it often leads to this or a split. But then if we talk from here, meaning we first go back into here and then we share how we are experiencing certain things, or we ask some open questions regarding the things that we want more clarity on, then you see a completely different reaction in most of the cases, and this allows for growth on both sides, or at least a dialogue. But through good dialogue, there's always growth happening, even if we don't realize it. But before we get to this, why do we get people on our path with certain traits that we really don't like? Well, people in our lives are our mirrors. So, for example, if you meet someone who you feel is agitated, it means you have agitation within you. Especially if this annoys you, then you still need to work on some agitation that you have yourself. If you used to be an agitated person, like I used to be, for example, and you're not anymore, then you will notice in someone else, but it will not bother you that much. You may choose not to be around that person too much because you're not in the mood for the agitation, but it will not irritate you, it will not bring up frustration or anger. If it does, it means you still have it in you and you need to deal with it. If, for example, you meet someone who's very much up in here, in his mind. But then all the other things are fantastic about that person, but it's so annoying that person's so in the mind. And there's a 99.999999999% chance that you are still in your mind. It may annoy you because you already start to make a trip down, but you're still too much in the mind yourself. If you're not so much in the mind, you would not attract a person in that way who is so much in his mind. And if it annoys you, it's basically your soul telling you, and even your body, get out of your fucking mind. Get back down. Go into your heart. Ground again. Start feeling instead of overthinking everything. And you know, thinking, what is that? That's just what a computer does. Take data and make calculations with it. But data is stuff from the past, not from the present. Not from the possibilities. It's always based on the past, on previous experiences. But previous experiences, things that happened in the past, are no guarantee for the future. At least I hope not, because then life would be very predictable and very boring. And of course, we have these experiences that we met someone who had a similar problem or similar thing that we didn't really like, and that caused problems in the relationship. So as soon as we see somebody having that, maybe like a red flag. But why is that person on our path? Maybe it's to show you that things can go completely in a different way. Or that we still have to deal with something regarding this issue ourselves, within ourselves. Or simply that person is our path because today we have changed so much compared to before that it does not need to bother us. Maybe that just our acceptance of how we used to be, our acceptance of ourselves, present and past, makes it possible for us to accept that person the way he or she is today. And maybe what that person needs to start to make his transformation is that we accept him the way he is, without judging. So I encourage you to take a moment, to take a step back and observe your relationship with your partner or with your closest friend, where you feel some friction sometimes, some irritation, and look at it. And look at yourself. Without judging. Also, do not judge yourself. Do not judge in general, just observe and learn. And it's very important to work on your inner peace. I know someone who just met a person, and when you ask that person, so, how is it to be with him? Oh, peace. That's the first word that comes out. Peace. Why? Because that person found his own inner peace. Maybe not 100%, but enough to be able to experience it being around others. And inner peace does not come from others. It starts within you. Only if you manage to find and step into your own inner peace, only then you can experience peace around you. Maybe we should make a different video on this. So I hope that this video answered some of your questions. And as usually, if you need help, if you need support, or if you have questions, contact me. You see here? Yeah, here. That's my website. Literally, type that and you'll find all the information you need to know, and then you can contact me. Looking forward to hearing from you, and see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Like, subscribe, and share.